Oh yeah, what's going down? It's your boy Signs of Life, back here once again for another Signs of Life live stream. How y'all doing out there? Hope you had a blast in Japan. Oh man, have I got a lot to tell you guys. Oh dude, it was incredible. Incredible. I mean, absolutely. What's up, Scott Lawler? Coming in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Y'all been inspiring me, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You forgot you had this window up. Come on now, man. This is Signs of Life live stream. You can't miss it. Heyo. Hello from Vienna. What's up? Monolith's in the house. Summer Soul is here, checking in from Vienna, Austria. Yeah, so I have just returned from a trip to Japan. Oh my God, 2 weeks in Japan. It was a phenomenal experience. And I want to share that with you guys by way of free stuff. Putting it down for the ambient community once again. So the link for the free field recordings is in the description box now. I just released it right before I got on the air. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I just want the free stuff, you can download it right now. It's right there. And this is a collection of 20 field recordings from Japan. However, the full pack, which I haven't even finished yet, like I'm not even done going through all the samples, will be available on Patreon, and it's over 2 gigabytes of samples and over 100 individual samples that's gonna be dropped on Patreon tomorrow. So for those of you who are on my Patreon, y'all are getting freaking y'all are getting dropped on tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Bengal Johnny's in the house. Juliano is here. Good to see you back here. Yeah, I'm back in the States, man. Where do I even begin with Japan? I mean, it was just like, oh my God, like I've never been to Asia before. I've never been to Japan, obviously. And this was a long time coming. This was I mentioned on Patreon yesterday that the Japan trip for us, I mean, my wife's half Japanese, her father's full Japanese. So that means both of my kids are quarter Japanese. So like for us, it was like a big deal. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like we really wanted to go there for a long time. I've wanted to go there ever since I was like in middle school, like thinking about the trains and the Roppongi and like all these crazy things they got over there. Like I just wanted to go. Like it was just one of those things. And yeah, so fast forward 30 years later, I finally made it over to Japan. And I was just blown away, dude. Like, wow. I mean, you think about it like, oh yeah, you know, it's like Japan, it's like another country, but like, if you know, you know. And like, now I know, like everything is just better over there. And shout out to all my friends who I met in Japan. Oh my God. Like, it was just like, I don't want to like, you know, like I was trying to tell my daughter yesterday, like, she's like, Dad, do you love Japan more than America? And I'm like, well, no. I'm like, it's like going over to somebody else's house, and that you go over to somebody's house and they got a bigger house than you do, and you're like, wow, this is so cool. They got a pool, they got this. It's like you don't want to live there, but you're like, that's really, you got a cool house. Like you just go, that's cool. Like I love that house. It's better than my house. You got a cool house, but I'm not gonna say I hate my house now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. You know, like everything is just better in Japan. Like the food's better. It's cleaner over there. The people are nicer. They have respect, they have honor, they have integrity. Like everything about this culture is just like miles ahead of where we are here in America. And it makes me sad because like I go to like, you know, just random places and I see not what I see in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like they've just figured stuff out on a really integral level. That's just, oh man. Oh, the train system. Oh my God. It's just, everything is just better. What can I say? Anyway, so you guys can download the free samples. What we're gonna do today is just preview some of these samples and listen to them. And then I've got a huge announcement to make, which I'm gonna make around the half an hour mark here. So I couldn't even get a timer together. I'm still jet lagged, by the way. I mean, 9 hours. It's like, jet lag was not bad going west, but when you go east, forget it. It's over. What's up, Gerard? How's it going, man? Good to see y'all. Hello from Spain. What's up? I've been to your country. I've also been to Germany. Yeah. So okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Here's the big pack. Here's the pack that all the patrons are getting. This is the big one. All right. And let me just pause this for a second. And let's make a new track here. Hello from Malta. What's up, dude? How's it going? Good to see you. Let's make a, this is Ableton Live 12, by the way. This is my first live stream on Ableton Live 12. I just installed it when I got home, AKA yesterday. Yeah, like I'm kind of an Ableton 12 noob. I mean, I waited. I didn't want to install it before I left because I was like in the middle of stuff and like I just couldn't get to it. But yeah, it's cool. You know, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited to dive in. The browser is incredible. Okay, so let's start here. I want to tell you guys about the trip. So I started out in Tokyo, and Tokyo is a major city. It's got over 14 million people living in Tokyo, and it's just like the fact that this place even exists is just like, it blows my mind, right? Because like it has so many different layers to it. Like there's multiple levels. Like there's a full-on like underneath the surface subway system and train system and people. It's just wild, right? So you have the underground, then you have like the ground level, then you have the upper level with these sprawling highways that are just like going over these like rivers and bridges, and it's crazy. And you have these huge skyscrapers and stuff, like, and then Mount Fuji in the background. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy, right? So when I showed up, one of the first day things that I did, I mean, because I was jet lagged, but in reverse. So I was like getting up early going, yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do this. And I rolled up on, it was Golden Week in Japan when I got lucky because it was Golden Week. It was like, you know, so like, which means it's like a celebration of like their harvest and stuff. And so I go there, and the first thing I do is I get up super early and I take my kids down to the freaking temple, like the local temple, which was only like an 8-9 minute walk away. And, dude, this guy was having a full-on jam session there, like full on. Like it was just like, I was like, dude, you're doing a live show. Listen to this. Hold on. Let me just play this. Hold on, we got to solo it. So he's singing, and meanwhile, all these people are tossing coins into this like collecting thing, and they're praying and they're doing the clap thing and everything, and like he's singing behind the thing, and it was just like crazy, right? Typical Japan stuff, but it was like literally 6 in the morning. The sun had just rose, and this was one of the first field recordings that I took. I just like had my thing, I pulled it out, I was like, how lucky did I just get? Like this guy was playing live, and you know, my daughter said it was funny that I was like, yeah, I do a live show. Like, this guy's a monk, man. Like he's a monk, and I'm like, yeah, you're playing live, dude. Let's continue on. This is the second one. So I get closer to it. This is a really good one. Hear the coins. Guy's got bars. So this temple was called Sensoji Temple, right? And Sensoji Temple's dope, dude. Like it's like a full-on like temple to this goddess. I think her name is Canon or something like that. Like full-on like temple right in the middle of the city, right? And then there's like a big old like thing in front of it. It's this whole alleyway of, I wish I could show you guys visually. You guys, I'll make a video about it later. it's like a full-on alleyway of all these markets and like bustling market scenes, right? So I go on later on that day, and there's like, oh, let's see if I can. This is it. Yeah, this is just like quiet coin dropping scenes and stuff. But anyway, so I went there 6 in the morning. Then I came back the same day at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was like so many people there. It was like 10,000 people there, and I had gotten there at 6 in the morning, and then by 6 o'clock in the afternoon there was like 10,000 people. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it was so many people, and everyone's just crowded around. They're shaking the thing. They're doing the money shaker thing. Like it's crazy, man. This is not the, hold on, let's see if I can get to the crowded temple scene. It was wild. It was just such a wild, like, listen to this. There's just people everywhere in every direction. I'm walking around my field recorder and like, oh my God, it was wild. It was so wild. Hold on, maybe I have a video. Maybe I can show a video from this, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. We'll do like a video thing too. I'm going full on here, right? Let's go. It was called, I don't know if I can find it. I just, raw footage. We need some raw footage. Let's go here. Raw footage, Japan. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. There. Look at this. This was the scene 12 hours later. Look at this. There's Sensoji Temple in the background. You see that? Hella crazy, right? It was just like wild. There's just so many people. You can't even believe how many people live in Japan. It's wild. So I went to this matcha cafe like that day, and I just like fully took out my field recording. It was like these girls were making matcha for like scratch with like the bowl and the thing, and they're like doing the thing. It was so cool, man. So this was all in Tokyo. All in Tokyo. Listen. Hold on. There's like streets, there's like motorcycles driving by because it's open air. Listen. I love Japanese. Japanese is such a wonderful language. It's so cool. And I really tried to learn a lot when I was there. I learned how to say, yeah. So then I learned how to say a lot of things. Anyway, so here we are. We got lots of city ambient sounds from Tokyo. Just like stuff happening all around you, you know what I'm saying? I took a lot of trains. So there was a lot of trains. Let's go back to this temple stuff. This is more temple clapping. And again, this is all included in the big boy pack, which is going on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, the link is in the chat. And then there's 20 free field recordings in the download below that are available right now. And they're just like selected, right? Oh yeah, there was a full-on prayer bell, like everywhere you went, like there was these bells, right? You hear this? And so I would just record these bells and stuff. But the thing is, like, like I pulled this video together, and it's like, what could you do with something like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, like if you said, all right, sounds, I got your field recording. It's like, what would you do with something like this? Listen to what happens when I just immediately inject this thing with like Pro R2 or something, you know what I'm saying? Or like Love or whatever. Like you could take Love and just like pull Love down and be like, oh yeah, okay. Like listen to what it sounds like now with this. Listen to this. That's the default preset on Love. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I mean, like seriously. This is. Okay, let's put some Pro R2 on that. Let's put some Pro R2 here. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Dude. You see what I mean? Like, come on now. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you take one free sample, and now you're in La La Land. You know what I mean? Let's do the monk dude. Let's do the monk dude. Hold on, let's get monk dude up here. Let's see what he's got. Mr. Monk dude. Here, listen to this. Oh, that is sick. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's crazy. So this is the power of these field recordings. And again, they're my gift to you. So go download them. But, right? It's like, go download them. Oh yeah, so, okay, so after Tokyo, we visited some really crazy places in Tokyo. And then we spent like 3 days there. And then we took a high-speed train down to Nagoya. Now, Nagoya was like an interesting contrast because Nagoya was like a city that was like kind of like a little more urban than Tokyo. It's not nearly as large. And right, so like, it was like, we went there because we really wanted to see this thing called Ghibli Park. Ghibli Studios, if you don't know, is a world famous anime studio. They did Spirited Away. They did My Neighbor Totoro. I mean, all these like famous Japanese anime movies that have won tons of awards and Grammys and all, you know, Oscars and all kinds of stuff, right? So anyway, they have a whole park dedicated to this thing. And so we went there to see that. Which was it was really interesting. We only spent like a day or two in Nagoya. And so we saw that, which was really cool. You're welcome, man. Thanks, Roger. I appreciate that. So we saw Ghibli Park, and then we went down to Kyoto. Now, Kyoto was my favorite place that we went. Like, I really like Kyoto. The reason why I like Kyoto was because it was like a mixture of New Japan meets Old Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had like all the new stuff that you'd find in Japan, but then there was like this part of Kyoto that was like almost untouched. Like, it was like the old school feudal frickin' buildings, and everybody's houses looked like they were out of the 1500s. Like, it was crazy. I was like, this is so cool. And it was like a valley, and there was like temples on either side of the mountain. So like the city was in the middle, but then there was like a mountain, there was like mountains and temples over here, and then temples over here. And like when I woke up in the morning, I could walk in like 20 minutes any direction and go to like these amazing temples, right? And I would show up at these temples and just like, oh my God, I'd start recording sounds. And at one point I rolled up on this full-on dude who was like, they have these large temple bells, right? And these temple bells are like big. And I'm not talking just like your random, you know, oh, like that's a temple bell. Like, I think I have a image on. That's bamboo. Let me see here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is like 20 feet tall. No joke. It's 20 feet tall. And it's made out of freaking iron. Like, it's just cast iron, dude. It's crazy. Like, it is so big. You can't even get your mind around it. Anyway, this was another bell, but listen to this. You see what I'm saying? Like just full on, like, they ring these things with like logs, and they go boom, and then there's like one dude on the ground, and that's his job. You know what I'm saying? His job is to ring the dang bell every hour. And however many, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so at one point I rolled up on this dude, and it was 12 o'clock, high noon, right? And he had 12 stones on the ledge. And for every time he rang the bell, boom, he'd have to move one stone over until he got to the number he was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I had my camera out, I had my freaking thing out. It was rad, dude. Like, so huge. So huge, dude. So I got temple bell sounds in here for you guys. There's music coins. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, listen to this. But do you hear that? There's like music playing, but look what happened. Look what you put a little reverb on there. We didn't even get into Paul Stretch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at Astral, man. Cheers, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. So, yeah, so anyway, this is the other cool thing that happened in Kyoto, right? So not only did I go to these temple bells, but at one point I got there and I was like, I told my family, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go walk around and do more field recording, right? So I go out there and I roll up and there's a full on, like Kyoto's a major city. Like it's not like a small city by any means. Like it's like probably 1 million people live there, right? So like, but it's got, like I said, it's got that old feel, right? So I go there and there's a full on protest, like full on, like it was like there was a hell of people there and they were all protesting. And there was, the thing is that it wasn't like these people were just like college students or something, you know what I'm saying? The field recorder that I use is this one right here. It's a Tascam DR40. It's kind of old. But you see how I have the top thing all rigged up with like a hair tie? I mean, it's like, not, my field recorder is not, but hey, all these samples are in 24-bit, even the free ones, they're all in 24-bit. Anyway, so I roll up on this protest and these people are protesting the war in the Middle East. And they're like, dude, they were like going off. Like, listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like full on protesting, and it was not just like young people. This was like old people who were just like out there, like just like hitting drums and stuff. Listen to this. She had the blowhorn, and I'm like, oh my God, and I start following these people. And not only that, I thought it was like a small protest. Dude, thousands of people rolling through the streets of Kyoto. I kid you not. They were all old, and they were like, some people were like barely walking, and they were just like full on protesting. And I was like, oh my God, like I was floored. I was just like, oh my, this is amazing. Like just to hear all these people. Listen. They just kept coming. It was like groups of 100. They would like come, and then there was 100, and then there was 100 more, and then there's 100 more. I counted over 1,000. And they just were protesting because they wanted to make sure that the people of their city knew that they were not happy with what's going on, you know where. You know what I'm saying? They were not happy. And these are like old people in Japan. And so I was just tripping, man. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And not only that, I can't believe I'm here to like film this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I got video footage too, right? So the thing here's what I learned about Japan when I was there, is that everyone, no matter who you are, you get treated with respect and kindness, okay? And this is unlike the shit we see in America. I'm telling you, it's so backwards from where we are in the best possible ways. You know what I'm saying? Like they treat everyone. The cops are super nice, and they were like guiding these, like making sure the protest was safe, and it was like, you know, because this could have been home, but like I looked at the cop and he was maybe like 25, 30 years old, right? This could have been his grandma or his mother's sister or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they were treating each other like they knew what was going on, but it wasn't like there was this divisiveness. You know what I'm saying? And the police were all just guiding this protest to make sure everyone was doing the protest safe and it was all cool. But it wasn't like us against you. It was more like, yeah, this is the local community and we're doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? And so that was one small example. But like the other examples are like everybody is just really nice. And they treat you like you're somebody they should, you know, respect at all times. Whether you're Japanese or American or from Australia or from the Middle East or what, it doesn't matter where you're from. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that. I picked up on that real quick and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I mean, I'm from the US, right? I was born and raised here, and this is like, for me, it's like, oh my God, like, how cool is that? You know what I'm saying? And you guys know me, like, I'm a really spiritually activated dude. Like, I live in this sort of like culture that's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't get that kind of treatment there. Full on protest, dude. Listen what you can do with it. let's pause stretch some of this stuff too. All right, so the protest was awesome. That was amazing. I also encountered some street musicians in Kyoto. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. This dude was going off. Listen to this. I love this one. Listen to this guy. He was playing a one-stringed instrument with his thumb, and he was like, I was like, yeah, dude, go off, right? So I have a thing out, I'm like, all right, let's pause stretch this dude. This guy was so cool. I gave him yen. You know what I'm saying? I gave him coins. No way I was not gonna like not, you know, give him some love, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're recording into the pulse stretch here. All right. Okay, here we go. Ready? We're stretching it 10 times. Oh my God. Let's put Pro R2 behind that. Listen to that. We'll put a compressor there. Let's do a compressor. Let's just push it. Well, out. There we go. So this is homeboy with the thumb jamming through the Pro R2. That's sick. We can put some pitch shift here. We can put some tonal versus noise. Just like I showed in the video the other day. Oh my God. We can do some ratios. Hell yeah. Oh my God. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what the power of this is? Like crazy stuff, right? Gaussian harmonics. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like crazy. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff I ran into. Right? Just crazy stuff. And then there was other dudes. And the music culture, what I was going there for was to find out, you know, like what the real story is. You know what I'm saying? Like how do these people connect with sound? And obviously, this is dude. Just going for it. Stretch it. I know. Stretch it. Here we go. You like that? That kind of a mix between the two things. Like, so what I found is that this culture really does embrace sound. You know what I'm saying? It embraces music. It embraces tone. It embraces, like, the connectedness that music brings us. You know what I'm saying? Listen to this. You like that? I like that. Let's put the compressor over here. Hell yeah. Oh, that's dope, man. You see what you can do with this? I mean, this is real stuff, man. So, download those free field recordings. They're down below. And if you're on Patreon, you're getting all of it. You're getting all of this stuff. I'm going to try to get it up tomorrow. But the free one is available right now. Okay, so we got train station sounds here. I took a lot of trains. The high-speed trains in Japan are freaking incredible. They're like so fast, and they're so efficient. They're always on time. Listen to this. Electric trains everywhere. Okay, we got train sounds, ambient. We got oh yeah, there was this full on like these birds that were like living in this train station, and I was like, listen to this. Oh, those birds deserve some love. Love birds. Oh yeah. Jean-Michel Jarre, yeah, dude. Okay, so after Kyoto, the amazing Kyoto, I finally went down to Osaka. And Osaka was, it's not that far. It's not the farthest south you can get in Japan. You can go way farther, like Fukuoka and like even down to Okinawa, which is like the very southern tip island of Japan. But Osaka is like further southwest than Tokyo is. And by the time I got to Osaka, I was like, wow, it has a totally different vibe than Tokyo. And if you've ever been to Tokyo or Osaka, you know, it's like, you feel like you're in a different state, honestly. It's like Vegas to San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different vibe. It's like, it feels like right out of Blade Runner. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels right out of Blade Runner, like with all the crazy neon signs and like the people selling food and the markets and the hidden alleyways and like all this crazy stuff in Osaka. Dude, I was like, it was wild. Like, I was like, this is a crazy city, right? I liked it. We went to Universal Studios there, and they have Universal Studios Osaka, which has been there for like 20 years. And it's like this full-on like Universal Studios theme park. But the one thing they got that they don't have in America yet is freaking Super Mario World, which is like full-on, like, it's like a whole part of the park that's dedicated to Nintendo. And it's all Mario themed, and it's crazy. Anyway, so we did that. And then we went back to Tokyo for the last leg of the trip. And I did a lot more walking around, a lot more, you know, like recording of like temple stuff and like. We'll turn the reverb down. Just give us a little bit of ambient sound. You see what I'm saying? So, I didn't see any gigantic Transformers, no. I saw gigantic Marios, though, everywhere. I saw gigantic... Everything is big in Japan, man. Everything is big. The food is delicious. And one thing I noticed, too, while I'm on topic, is that this is something that is also different from here in the States, is that everybody in Japan, everyone, no matter who you are, they do their job with honor and integrity, and they do it to the best it could absolutely be. And I don't care if you're the train conductor, the cab driver, the person working at the frickin' Starbucks, the temple guy, the person cleaning the bathrooms. Like, it doesn't matter. If you have that job, that's your job. And you do it to the best you can possibly do it. And that to me was like, I was like, dude, that is so awesome to see. Like, it was just like, I picked up on it. I was like, listen, look at these people. It doesn't matter what job they have. That's their job. And they take it so seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing. And I was like, that's badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love that vibe because I'm, you know, you guys know me. I work hard at what I do. And just because I do this, it doesn't mean that I can't work, like, do it to the best it can possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Another cool thing that happened was back in Kyoto, we rolled up on this full-on like music box shop. It's like right there in town. And like, there was all these like Japanese made music boxes and they were all playing at the same time. Like it was wild. It was like super crazy, right? So I recorded this. Listen to this. As it should be. Exactly. As it should be. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. I mean, these were high quality. Some of them were really high quality, like 52 note, 75 note music boxes with the full on thing. They were like just going off. What's up, Rob Lasanti? What's going on, man? So anyway, I mean, if you haven't been to Japan, I can't recommend this place enough. And again, I'm not like, you know, I'm from the United States of America, right? I was born here. My family was born here. Like, I come from generations of like Americans, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just really, after 30 years of waiting to go to Japan, like I finally went there and it just like exceeded all of my expectations. And that's saying a lot because it was just like, I didn't know, I kind of didn't know what to expect. But then when I got there, it was just like, phenomenal. Like, it was just like, wow, like this is the way life should be in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, no matter what, because I know a lot of people watch this from different parts of the world. Like, no matter what city you live in, no matter what country you live in, you know, we can take cues from each other and we can take like influences from each other. And if it's just a small thing, like I became influenced by these people, maybe you could do something like similar, like with other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think, I didn't get the takeaway that I got from Japan was like, this isn't perfect yet. They're going for it. They're going for perfection, but it's not perfect yet. And we all have a long way to go. I mean, look where this country was, you know, 80 years ago. Like, it was chaos. Like, it still is chaos. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think that, like, you know, if we all bring what we have to the table, eventually we're going to get to a way better place. You know what I mean? Like, I think we all bring that because, like I said, there was parts of Japan where I was like, huh, why is that the way it is? Is that you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that's weird. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was just different cultures, right? And so no culture, I don't think any culture is perfect. This was as close as I could find. But oh my God, like it was pretty dang cool to see it.
IC card.
Everybody's got an IC card in Japan.
ご利用証明書をお取りください。ご利用ありがとうございます。扉をロックしました。
So you get that sample and the sample back to you. Let's listen to some more train station sounds, and then I've got a big announcement. I'm gonna drop a big announcement on you guys in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You're welcome, man. Absolutely. Astral, thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate that. Especially Kyoto, man. Kyoto is so dope, dude. Oh, so dope. That was the best place I visited. This is all from the train station. Well, look at this. This is all going on Patreon tomorrow. City ambience, crowded temple sounds, the music boxes, the protest sounds, random. Oh yeah, there's random ambient sounds in here. So like I'm not gonna say where I got it, but I got it. So these are like random ambient samples of like ambient music. Listen. I'll stretch that. Yeah, dude, Caffeine Chamber. I'm telling you, I can't wait to go to Japan again. Like, I'm so excited to go again. I just got back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, let's go. Let's do this again. What's this? Put that through, love. There's the beginning of your track right there. You know what I mean? Let's pulse stretch that. Let's pulse stretch that one. Let's pulse stretch it. "15 times stretch through love." How gorgeous is that? I don't know what key it's in, but listen to that. That's ambient, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's ambient. All right, so what's the big announcement I got? What's the big shit that I'm talking about? Let me go back to this one. Okay. Now that you're watching. How many people watching? It doesn't even matter. Rob, dude, thanks for the donation, man. Oh, I know. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you missed out. I was posting a bunch of stuff on Instagram. So thank you, Rob. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, all right. So 30 people. All right, cool. Hey, well, listen. For those of you who are watching, those of you who are catching it here on the replay, I'm just like, it's like right here. Like, I have a new album coming out. That's right. A new album. Big announcement. It's a Signs of Life album. Which means this is probably the biggest announcement for the whole Signs of Life channel since we started Signs of Life back in 2021. That's right. New Signs of Life. This album, I think, is my best album ever. So I'm excited because it's coming out next week, next Tuesday. So y'all are just gonna be treated to some amazing sounds. For those of you who've been waiting for it, those of you who have been asking for it, those of you who've been like following me along this entire time, it's happening, all right? And we're doing it. It's happening next week. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping announcements here and there, but this was the big one, you know what I'm saying? The new Signs of Life record. I'm so excited for you guys to hear it. Some of the songs I even created live on this channel. I mean, that's how big this is. It's like, this is like the whole journey from like the beginning of the Signs of Life channel to now. And now we have this record, and this record is like, I'm just so excited to share it with you. Like I said, I think it's the best Signs of Life album ever. And that's not an understatement, that's like a real thing. So, yeah. Let's go. Congrats. I know. I'm excited. It's a big deal. And I'll have more for you next week. I think I'm going to do a full-on, like, I don't think we can do an album listening party, but what I think I'll do is I'll drop a video kind of showing you how the process went. Maybe I can get away with it here on YouTube. On Patreon, you're certainly going to get previews. I'm going to be dropping some track walkthroughs, and maybe we'll just listen to the whole track. I can do whatever I want on Patreon, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, stay tuned for that next week, you guys. Very exciting stuff. So that's the big announcement. Let's turn off Paul Stretch here. And we'll round this down with some temple sounds and nature. This beautiful nature sounds. These beautiful nature sounds from the temples of Kyoto. Oh, so gorgeous. Thank you, Juliano. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, y'all. I want to hear a cheat. Well, join my Patreon. You're going to get a cheeky preview on Patreon. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'll drop some previews on Patreon. Well, tomorrow you guys are getting the sample pack. And then, yeah, I'll drop the Patreon. But if you guys want to download these free samples, make sure if you just joined, the free samples are down below. And then all of these samples will be yours for the ambient presets tier and up tomorrow. I haven't even finished them. I still have like 50 sounds left to go. So yeah, a couple more city ambient sounds here. There we go. Like I said, I love Japanese. It's such a great language. It's such a cool, like... yeah. As a Patreon subscriber, it's well worth it. Thank you. You are so... Listen. I mean, for like this... I mean, this is not... Like I said, this is not a super modern Zoom field recorder. But it does record in 24-bit audio. And I mean, I've gotten used to it. It's just like, it works, you know, it's better than an iPhone, you know what I'm saying? It's better than, you know what I'm saying? Like just a tape recorder or something. This is a pretty cool thing. I could even get technical with it and put in like a full on like stereo microphone, but I'm just recording off the internal mics, you know, and they're good. They work. So, I mean, I'll probably upgrade at some point, but I don't know if field recorders are really being like, modernized anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like just Zoom is probably listen to this guy. This is at the protest. This is a great way to end it. So, listen. He was singing "This land is your land, this land is my land" in Japanese. Hey man, space is water. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I get shit just for being Signs of Life, but you know what? What am I supposed to do? Be somebody else? I'm basically the ambassador of the ambient community on YouTube. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, wake up in the morning and go, I'm Signs of Life. That's awesome. It's badass. I love it. And keep in mind, as this guy is playing, I am following him through a crowded sidewalk, right? He's walking down the street, and I'm following him with this film recorder like this, and we're walking down the street because he wasn't stopping. And the cops were cool with it. The cops were cool with it. They're like, oh yeah, this white dude, he's doing this, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got lots of stuff in Japan. The hack is, if you ever go to Japan, you can do two things. One is, you can pack, this is what my daughter did. This plan was made for you and me. That's me. He had a microphone and everything, right? So here's the hack. You can pack a small suitcase full of all your stuff and then put that suitcase inside of a larger suitcase and just ship it like that. Just like put it on the plane. So it looks like you have a large suitcase, but you open it up and it's empty and there's a small suitcase inside. That's what my daughter did. I brought the larger suitcase, but then I only filled half of it with my clothes and whatever, you know what I'm saying? I left the other half completely open, and that was where I just filled stuff. I got this from the temple. This is like a cool thing. It means positive vibes in your workplace. So I put this in the studio because this is where we do all the work here, you know what I'm saying? Signs of life. I got, what else I got from Japan here? I'm drinking tea from Don Quixote. You know what I'm saying? Mega Don Quixote. I'm drinking Don Quixote tea. That's good. I went to Mega Don Quixote in Tokyo. That was pretty dope. What else I got? I got this dude. This dude's pretty cool. He's like a monk. You know what I'm saying? He's representing. And I have this other thing out here. Where is it? I don't know where my wife put it. I had a ninja and oh, there it is. Look at this dude. Check him out. He's pumped up. He's got his little bobblehead, you know what I'm saying? A little ninja bobblehead. He's called Solar Ninja. He's happy. And then I got this other dude that my wife said looked like me. His name is Jogu Man. Jogu Man. So that's like my spirit animal, I guess. Anyway. So. This land is your land, this land is my land. I mean, and then, oh yeah, these other dudes. Where are these other street musicians? These guys were so freaking funny. They were so drunk. And they were just jamming. Listen to this dude. And they were like playing punk rock tunes and stuff, and they had been there for hours. And by the time I rolled up on them, there was like freaking, they had drank like 20 beers and like had like cigarettes all around them, you know what I'm saying? And their spirit lives on in these field recordings. It's pretty dope, right? Anyways, Japan was amazing. You got to give it up for Japan. And, you know, how can I leave you guys? Well, I can leave you with this monk dude. And the monk guy, because he was pretty badass. And, so, here's the deal. I'll be seeing you guys again soon, all right? The album comes out next week, next Tuesday. You don't have long to wait. That's 1 week. In the meantime, stay tuned. Go download those free field recordings. They're right down there right now. The full pack is going to be on Patreon for the ambient presets tier and up. So everybody who's on Patreon right now is getting the full-on sample pack tomorrow. I've got to go run an errand real quick. I'm going to come back. I'm going to finish cropping all the samples. I clean them all up. Everything's all clean, you know what I'm saying? And you guys are going to do the full-on sample pack. But I will have previews for the album on Patreon. We're going to do a video next week. And I'll probably do some other announcement stuff. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm really, really excited about this. Thank you all for the donations today. Parang! You're not late for the party, man. You're not late. I'll be sending you the album next week, all right? Thank you. At Astral, thank you for the donation. Rob, thank you for the donation. I truly appreciate that. And, yeah, man. Listen, Jupiter moves into Gemini next week. It's Gemini season next week. I chose to drop the album for a reason. Obviously, I'm tuned in. It's on, dude. It's on. All right, that's all I gotta say. So be excited. Get excited. Go download those samples. Let me know what you guys create with the samples, because I want to hear. I want to hear your creations. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. We got this Discord community. You can find me on Discord. And of course, yeah, maybe I can see you on Patreon. We got exclusive Discord over there. I love this community. You guys are great. That's why I gave you the free field recordings, because I wanted you guys to have them too. I could have just I was going to drop them on Patreon only, and I was like, wait a minute. We could all benefit from this, and I could share the trip from Japan, and we could all just, because that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? The spirit of Japan is all about sharing. They share space, they share energy, they share kindness, they share resources. Like I said, we got a lot to learn. Monolith, Bengal Johnny, Julio, Barang, welcome back. Thank you, brother. I can't wait for you to hear the new Signs of Life record. It's coming out next Tuesday. I'll be sending it to you. So let's what else could we play before I go? That monk was cool. He's pretty serious though, you know what I'm saying? What's this? Oh, this was kind of cool. This is very Japanese. That's cool, right? I mean, no joke, right? That's so Signs of Life right there. Hell yeah. All right, listen, I gotta get out of here. I'll be back soon. Enjoy those free field recordings. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bengal Johnny, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Look forward to catching up with you later on this month. And yeah. Just when you thought it was over, we're only just beginning. All right, I'll get out of here. Enjoy the field recordings. Stay tuned. New Signs of Life album drops next week. Take good care, you guys, and as always, keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. I'll see you guys in the next one.